Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michaela if you're new here. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about, life after remission. I had Crohn's surgery 8 months ago, and so I really wanted to show you guys, just tell you guys what's been going on, how I'm doing, just some life updates. So let's get into the video. So first off, for those that don't know, I have Crohn's disease. I made a whole video about it, but I had emergency surgery 8 months ago on my Crohn's. Specifically, I had I can never say it right, ileocecal resection. So pretty much is they took out my cecum, part of my colon, and then took out my appendix too, because I was just in tons of pain, couldn't eat, couldn't drink, couldn't really do anything. So yeah, so I will link that video so you guys can watch the whole thing and get more understanding of the whole situation. And now I am currently in 8 months after my surgery, and I'm feeling amazing. I had a colonoscopy a couple weeks ago, and they told me that I'm in remission, so pretty much there's no active Crohn's at all. And it was crazy seeing the pictures that my doctor showed me, the before and after. She showed the before I had my surgery and afterwards. And the before, she said we couldn't even get that the probe or the camera through that spot that we took out, and I could see all of the inflammation, and it just looked horrible. And then she shows the after, and it's perfectly healthy and everything looks great. And it was just crazy. It was just wow, I was dealing with that, and that little spot was causing me all this trouble. And there's no abnormal cells or anything they saw, so I'm perfectly healthy, back to normal. And it feels weird because I guess I got used to my normal kind of always being in discomfort all the time. That just became, I guess, normal to me. And so now I'm in a new normal where I can eat whatever I want. I don't get I don't get stomach aches that often. And I'm not saying I go off and eat whatever I want, but in remission you can go back to being, I guess, normal, or I don't know, go back to being, just not worrying so much. But before I go on a tangent, let me just break this down with you. I kind of put my updates in sections. First off, talking about my healing process. So doctors always say it takes full 6 weeks to heal, because they don't want you to lift or anything. Because I couldn't lift juice, a bottle of juice, because they're that was too heavy for me. So I waited till 6 weeks. I feel the first 2 weeks for me were definitely the hardest, because I couldn't I could use my abs. I could barely stand. I was hunched over. My appetite wasn't that great, and I was on these really high steroids, so I was just always feeling sick and nauseous all the time. And then after that, I think the 3rd or 4th week, that's when I started to I wasn't crunched over. I could start to lift, my abs started to get a little heel, and so I was able to actually sit up straight a little bit more the 3rd or 4th week. And so that definitely got better. That as I got off the taper off the steroids, my moods lifted a little better. I wasn't so sick all the time. And then of course my stitches, they were healing really well. And another thing is, I think it was at the 4th week, I tweaked my neck really bad. So I remember in the middle of the night, I was just sleep. I was just laying in bed, just sleeping. And then all of a sudden I got this spasm in the back of my neck, and it traveled all the way up to here, and I had this sharp pain. I got this headache, and I woke up, and I could get 9 hours of sleep, and I would have this migraine. And I was just, and I couldn't, my neck, I can see how I could do this. I could go like this. I couldn't do that. I was like this. I couldn't move my neck. And so that's because since I was hunching for I was hunched over for so long, I irritated, or I really pulled something really bad, and so I had to go to PT for 9 weeks. So I had to go to PT for 9 weeks and get that all situated. I'm a lot now, as you can see, I can actually move my neck. Some days a little sore, because I still have to work out that muscle and keep it strong, and so some days when I work it out, it can be a little sore, but other than that, I'm back to normal. normal. So that's something like, I guess, to watch out for. I didn't think that I was gonna experience that, but you know, when your body's healing, your body's trying to, you know, adjust, some other things in your body can kind of get tweaked. So that's something that happened that was unfortunate, but hey, you know, it is what it is, and I'm all good right now. And then also, I guess my scar, you know, like I said, it healed really well, but now I do have a scar, like, you know, down my belly button, and like little tiny little scars where they inserted the little probes. And so, yeah, I mean, I thought it really hasn't gone anywhere. I mean, I thought it might lighten up, but honestly, I think it's always gonna look like that, which I'm perfectly fine. I'm not all worried or anything. Like, if it's there, it's there. Hey, like, it is like I feel like by my belly button, it is like kind of hard to touch a little bit. It's not as smooth and soft like it used to be, but you know, that's just how it is when you get scars. So the next section is the fitness section. So like I said, I couldn't lift anything more than 5 pounds. I had to wait after 6 weeks to do that. And so oh my gosh, when I started working out, I think I started working out at, let's see, I think it was in December, so it was like, yeah, like, I guess like 2 months later, I guess after, it was like 8 weeks I started working out, let's just say that. So I started working out at 8 weeks, and it was definitely really hard because I couldn't use my abs, I couldn't do anything, and I did not know that your abs were just, I mean, you use it every day, you don't even realize you're using it. And so when I was doing that workout, I was so out of shape, I was so out of breath. I could barely, like, I just couldn't use my abs. My abs would just hurt, I couldn't do it. It was really hard the first couple times I was doing it. And the workout that I'm doing is I'm doing the tone and sculpt workout. I have a video actually, so you guys can watch that video all about it. And so it's all about really like getting strong and, you know, shedding pounds, and it's not like and so that's kind of what I needed. I needed something that was gonna get me strong again because I just felt so weak all the time. And so yeah, it was definitely a challenge, but now, you know, now like 5 months later, I am so much stronger. My abs, like I can probably press on my abs and feel like it's hard. So I definitely am building those abs. I've shed some pounds already, and so I'm definitely feeling really good about myself. I'm feeling strong, and I don't know, I'm feeling a lot more confident now that I have this, you know, clean slate to start over again. And you know, now that my gym's opening up, I'm so excited about it that I can't wait to get back in the gym and really start to kind of like really push for it and get my body just back in shape. Like, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like now that I have this new opportunity to start over with my body, I really want to use it wisely and really push for it. But of course, like, you can't just work out and not eat properly. So I'm also dieting right now. I'm eating like a 1,500 to 1,600 calorie diet. I'm on this HMR program. I link them down below if you guys are curious about the diet program. And I'm not trying to like kill myself eating. I obviously love to eat, but I'm trying to like have a decent deficit that I can lose, you know, weigh 1 pound or, you know, a week or something. And so I'm not trying to get that fast result. I'm trying to do it in a longer time frame, but I'm also doing, like I said, I'm trying to tone up too. So I feel like for me it works because I'm just not that person. I can't discipline myself that much to like lose it so quickly. And so yeah, so I have made several videos what I eat in a day, so you guys can watch those videos, like all about, I guess, how I'm eating Crohn's wise, because like I said, I could eat whatever I want, but I'm just not, to be honest, I'm just not there. Like, my doctor was like, yeah, if you want to eat broccoli, you can eat broccoli. I'm like, no. So, cause like, broccoli used to be like my danger. Like, do not eat broccoli or you get really sick. And so now I associate broccoli with pain. So like, I just can't eat broccoli anymore. My brain just won't switch off. And there's actually a lot of foods like that where I just can't. I associate my pain, and so I just can't do it anymore. So I definitely still eat like I did before, just healthier. Like I definitely eat I try to get 45 fruits and vegetables in a day. Of course, I cook my vegetables and everything. I try and I used to eat fast food a lot more. Now I eat fast food maybe twice a month. I really do stick to no grease, no high fats. I'm trying to cut my sugar because I'm a sugar person. I love sweets, but I just feel like that definitely makes me, I don't know, it just irritates I feel like it irritates me a bit. It makes me bloated and kind of just doesn't feel really good. So I'm definitely trying to cut sweets. I'm not saying you can't eat any of these things, but I'm trying to balance it where I can look forward to those foods and not eat it like every single day or every single week. And so those are some changes that I definitely made, and I am feeling a lot overall better. I have more energy. I don't get stomach aches. I do get stomach aches sometimes when I, for example, coffee. I didn't realize coffee made me feel sick until I actually until I started drinking coffee, and I was like, why is it giving me a stomach ache? So I don't drink coffee anymore. So I don't eat any pizza that often because I realized that those foods, before I couldn't tell what was giving me sick, and now I'm realizing what just doesn't work for me anymore. So diet has definitely been not only a physical thing, but a mental thing, because I'm really having to put a lot of effort to really be conscious of what I eat, and I also think that being in pain all the time, you just realize it really mentally messed me up, and I talk about that in my video as well. I just feel like when you're in pain, you just get really low, and so my moods definitely have lifted where I feel a lot more positive. I have my days, of course, but I'm just feeling a lot more, I don't know, just a lot more, my outlook on life is different now that I'm not in pain anymore. Okay, the last topic I want to talk about is my medication. So I am on medication. I take Stelara. Stelara is an immunosuppressant drug. It's a biologic, and if you guys don't know what biologic means, it just means it's manufactured and extracted from or semi-synthesized from biological sources. And it specifically targets the immune system because Crohn's is an overreaction of your immune system, and so it's going to lower that so you won't have those symptoms and that pain in your gut. And so I take that every 28, 30 days, and it is a self-injected. You just self-inject it yourself. And at first that was kind of scary because I don't know, you have to go through your skin. But after a while I realized how easy it was. This is the third drug that I've tried. I was on Remicade for many, many years, and that worked for a really long time. But when I went away to college, I couldn't keep up with it, and I started developing antibodies. I tried Cimzia. That didn't work out either. I just wasn't doing anything for me. And now I'm on Stelara, and I think Stelara is honestly I personally, it works for me. It also, if you're pregnant too, it works for if you're pregnant. I haven't actually have any symptoms. When I started, I think when I was on Cimzia, I remember I got I got a UTI. So I remember Cimzia did give me a little bit, just didn't work for me. But Stelara, I haven't noticed any UTIs or any infections from it, or no skin irritation. On Cimzia, I definitely got some skin irritation on my skin all the time. I mean, of course, with any immunosuppressive drug, you have to watch, you can be higher risk of getting sick. So I definitely have been watching myself because I really don't want to get sick with anything. And so I haven't had any issues, and so I feel like it's doing what it's supposed to. And so I'm definitely going to be sticking to this for a while. So yeah, I just feel like it really depends on the person though. Like I said, Remicade and Cimzia could work for you guys, but for me it just didn't. It just didn't in the long term work for me. So I'm hoping Stelara will work for me for a while. But I definitely consult with a doctor, guys. I'm not a doctor. This is what my doctor helped prescribe for me and what worked for me. So definitely look into it, ask questions to your doctor, do your research, because we're all going to be different. So overall, I am doing really, really well. There is, of course, I think it's a 40-50% chance my Crohn's will come back. I think it's a genetic disorder, so it's just something that I think that's just always gonna be there. It's gonna be dormant. So right now it's dormant, but it's still there. And I'm hoping, you know, that's gonna be, it won't come back in like 5 to 10 years. Let's really cross our fingers that it won't come back for a very long time. I'm really hoping that if I keep up with my diet, exercise, and my medicine, that I won't have to deal with my Crohn's for a long time. And so, you know, that's just how it is, you know, just until there's a cure, that's just how it is. And also, like, I don't think, some people could have another surgery, like, I think let's see, I waited 17 years to get my first surgery, so I'm hoping like this is my first and only surgery I'll ever get. I know my sister, my oldest sister, has Crohn's. She had 2, but she definitely has her Crohn's a lot more severe than me, so it makes more sense that she, deals with that. So I'm really hoping that I won't have to have one, and if so, I hope I'm in like my 40s. I hope it's 20 years later, I'm like in my 40s or something. Cross our fingers, guys. So that's just some updates. That's just how, maybe some advice, life after remission, of what really to expect if you guys are getting surgery or thinking about it. So if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below. I am gonna do a Q&A about like my Crohn's and all that stuff. So leave all of your Crohn's questions down below. If you have like something, IBD or whatever, anything similar, please leave your comments down below, because I want to do a Q&A and answer all those questions, because you guys have been so sweet and helpful in all my videos, and you guys have been so curious. So I really want to try and answer the best I can. And again, this is just all of my personal experience. Definitely talk with a professional. And if you guys like this video, please give a thumbs up, and yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.